Welcome aboard Encantada, a 2022 Beneteau Swift Trawler 41 Flybridge, offered for sale by Current Yachts. I want to say up front, this is a very unique, well-equipped vessel. The previous owner set out to build the ultimate Great Loop and Bahamas cruiser, and based on what you're about to see, I think they nailed it. Over $50,000 in carefully chosen upgrades went into Encantada, and every single one of them was made with extended passage making in mind. Let me show you what I mean. Let's start up here on the Flybridge, because this is where Encantada immediately sets herself apart. The full isinglass enclosure completely transforms this space. Beside the second helm, the Fly is where you'll enjoy a well-protected, all-season lounge. Whether you're running the ICW in November or waiting out a passing squall at anchor in the Bahamas, this enclosure keeps you comfortable without compromising visibility. There's also a stern sunshade for when the weather cooperates. The L-shaped settee, with table and seating for 5, is a great gathering spot, and the wet bar aft has a sink, grill, and refrigerator. Everything you need to keep things social while someone else takes the helm. Speaking of the helm, you have 2 Raymarine 9-inch chart plotter MFDs up here, brand new radar, and the autopilot is operable from this station. Full situational awareness right where you want it. Now let's come down to the cockpit. This is a really big and well laid out space. There's a sliding bench seat for flexible seating arrangements. The large swim platform with boarding ladder makes water access super easy. The tender situation on Encantada is excellent with a 9.5-foot AB inflatable Lamina with a 15 horsepower Tohatsu outboard, chaps, and cover. And launching it is effortless thanks to the Freedom remote control lift system. No wrestling with lines and cleats every time you want to go to shore. Let's head inside. One of the defining design choices of the Swift Trawler 41 is the Galley aft layout. The Galley seamlessly flows into the cockpit for easy passing of food and drinks, and the whole space flows naturally. The Galley on Encantada has been upgraded with a new propane stovetop and oven, and the owner had this custom-made collapsible shelf for added food preparation. There's also an AO Smith water filtration system, refrigerator, and stainless steel sink. It's a working galley that takes this boat to the next level for long-term cruising. Moving forward into the Salon, the Alpi oak woodwork throughout gives the interior a warm, inviting feel. The raised dinette is a real gathering place. You can seat a group comfortably for meals or an evening around the table. Forward, the lower helm has a rotating pilot chair, and here you'll find the Raymarine 12-inch chart plotter, MFD, and the autopilot controls. So when the weather turns while on passage, you can move below and keep driving in total comfort. Now down below for the accommodations, we have 3 cabins and 2 heads. The owner suite forward finished in the same Alpi oak, with the ensuite head and separate shower stall. The guest cabins to port convert from twin singles to a double, and the starboard cabin rounds out the berth count, keeping the boat flexible whether you're running with crew or have family aboard. Add this washer-dryer combo and it almost feels like home. Headroom throughout is generous at nearly 6.5 feet, comfortable for extended cruising, which is exactly what this boat was built for. Now let's talk about the systems, because this is where Encantada really earns her reputation as a serious passage maker. The house bank has been upgraded to 600 amp-hours of lithium, roughly 2.7 times the capacity of the standard AGM bank. Paired with 440 watts of fold-out solar panels, you have meaningful daily charging without ever running the generator or the engines. For days at anchor in the Bahamas, that's a game changer. When you do need the generator, there's a 7.5 kilowatt Cummins own-in running the show, backed by a Mastervolt 2 kilowatt inverter. Reverse cycle air conditioning provides both heating and cooling, so you'll be cruising in total comfort no matter the season. Fresh water is handled by a Seawater Pro Watermaker producing 40 gallons per hour, true offshore independence. And the Pure Sand EX waste treatment system means you can legally discharge overboard in open water and no longer need to worry about monitoring your holding tank or hunting down a pump out. If you've ever cruised the Bahamas, you know exactly how much these details matter. The anchoring setup consists of a stainless Rocna anchor with 192 feet of chain total. Before we wrap up this walkthrough, let's talk about the propulsion on Encantada. Her twin Volvo Penta D4 320 horsepower diesels on direct drive shafts have just under 600 hours and have been maintained to follow the manufacturer's schedule. Add bow and stern thrusters plus trim tabs, and you have a 44-foot boat that is easy to dock in virtually any marina situation. If you're looking for a turnkey long-distance cruiser, a boat that is genuinely ready to leave for the islands or the Loop the day you buy her, Encantada belongs on the top of your list. Contact Current Yachts for your private showing. Fair winds!